felt like I was a complete and total loser. So I drove to this remote park. Then I got out and grabbed a towel. I stuffed it into the car's exhaust pipe. I turned the key and started the engine. Then I floored the gas pedal instantly. Tons of exhaust fumes poured into the car. At this point, I was already millions in debt. The crushing debt was about to tear my family apart. I was doing all this to make my suicide look like an accident. This way I could scam the insurance company and get the insurance money to keep my wife and daughter alive. But just as I was slipping away, I heard this faint knocking sound outside the car window.
What are you doing, man?
When I stumbled out of the car all confused, I realized it was my high school classmate who woke me up. Even my leg that had been messed up for 20 years was somehow miraculously healed. My classmate told me to come back to school with him for practice. I looked back totally confused. The beat-up pickup truck was suddenly brand new. Looking at my 18-year-old self in the mirror, I finally realized I might have somehow traveled back to my high school days. I went back to school with my classmate. Everyone I met greeted me with such enthusiasm because at this time, I was the school's brightest star and Ohio's strongest football quarterback. If nothing went wrong, I'd have $1 million salary in the future, and I could marry my cheerleader girlfriend and have kids. Could this chance to change my destiny actually be real? Before I could even process it, my teammate reminded me it was time for practice. Before walking into the locker room, I touched the nameplate above my head. It felt just like it used to, and each of my former teammates looked so familiar. The moment I picked up my helmet, memories of fighting on the field came flooding back like a spring. At the coach's call, I geared up and stepped onto the field with my teammates again. But after 20 years of not playing football, I looked like a complete rookie on the field. I even lost track of where I was supposed to be. After I frantically caught the ball, I just froze there like a statue and got tackled easily by the opponent, but the intense pain in my chest finally convinced me this wasn't a dream. After getting my head together, I found that unstoppable version of myself again. Not only did I have incredible dodging skills, but I also had this godlike field vision and pinpoint accurate passes. I could even sprint across the entire field, using light footwork and smooth techniques to score touchdowns myself. My tireless energy was me releasing years of pent-up emotions. Even after practice ended, I still wanted more. I chased after my teammates asking if we could stay for another game, but my teammates turned me down because everyone was already completely exhausted. I ran to the coach to ask. The coach ordered an hour of home practice, but seeing how hyped up I was, the coach straight up suspected I was on performance drugs and warned me that before the state championship started, I absolutely had to protect my body. I couldn't get injured no matter what, and the state championship the coach mentioned was exactly the game that destroyed my career. In those final moments, I helped the team win the state championship, but I ended up with a lifelong disability from that point on. I had to say goodbye to the football I loved. What happened next changed my entire life.